Hi, sweet chicken. Oh, that's very nice of you. Made it to the top. And I brought my little chocolate because there's nothing better than that. Although it's gonna make me super thirsty because my main downfall is that I never bring water with me anywhere. So it's about another hour probably until I have water. And didn't bring anything up here. But that's my own fault, and I'm still gonna eat this chocolate. Okay, just take a look at this hair right now. I don't know what that noise was. Sometimes there's just animals in the kitchen, like geckos and mice and stuff that come and go as they please. So yeah. This is because I decided to run down the mountain. That never ever happens. I don't know why I felt the urge, except that I just felt alive. I don't know how to explain it. Or I felt really warmed up from hiking up, and then I felt like running down. Okay, now I'm gonna stop showing you this hair and take a shower. Another thing I've been getting back to recently is teaching some freediving courses and some freediving training. And the last few days especially here have been, I think, some of the best the whole year. It has been so clear, and we had 3 days of absolutely no wind, which is extremely rare for where I live. We also had some of the most magical animal encounters these past few days. So as you can see here, there's just so many schools of fish surrounding us. The whole training, we would have fish making all these beautiful patterns around us, and you can see that right here we're at about 10 meters and the clarity is super nice. You'll see a bit later that we even had visibility one day of 25 meters. I've recently been able to meet some people who are semi-living here on the island, living here for certain periods of time in their van, or living here in the south of the island, and they come up all the way to the north of the island, which is about 2 hours, just to train some freediving in a group and with me. So that's pretty special to have some, repetitive clients who you get to know a bit better, and you get to know how they train, and just to meet new people. This scene right here of just perfectly flat water and our anchor line directly straight down next to our dive line is just sort of unheard of for the Canaries, which has just been so enjoyable. And I realize I really do like freediving so much better when it's like this. was just the beginning of our magical encounters with angel sharks. Another training day, another spot, and this was the spot where our rope was at 20 meters, and there was still a few meters below the bottom weight. The visibility, as you can tell by looking at the bottom weight, was well over 20 meters. Incredible. This was one of my students completing her level 1. We'd already been training together a few days, and this was her getting to 20 meters for the first time. Not to be confused with this other student, who you can tell is a much taller man, who is also working on some skills, just training here and there with me, and he was working around 15 meters this day. It was just one of those days in general where the ambiance was so nice. We started out early in the morning, it was a bit chilly, and we all just, had good energy. I felt like I really had fun teaching that day, even though I wasn't diving for myself, which is always a bonus. Then we finished off some last few training days with just a little snorkel after our line dive training. This was my last day with the 2 girls who took my level 1 most recently. It was a really, really nice time.
Swim against the tides, heading to the storm, swept aside by fate. My body and my soul can't hold this load no more. My body and my soul can't hold this no more.
actually, as I walked up to this scene, it really reminded me of that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. And if you haven't seen that movie, definitely go see it. I don't know, somehow for me, not specifically the rock scene, but it made me so emotional and kind of hopeful in a way that there really could be so many dimensions and versions of ourselves. Anyway, I love it. I think I'm gonna take it home. I promise this is the last time I don't bring a microphone on a hike. I promise, I promise, I promise. I just want to show you how vast and beautiful this looks like from above, and how even right next to my home, this is not far away at all, I could explore for hours. So really, as you can see from the rest of this video, what I really have been up to in the past 2 months has been a lot of hiking, a lot of being by myself, happily thinking, and purposefully going places without my headphones in, and kind of retraining just being outside without any stimulus of podcasts or music, which are things that I love. But if you've made it this far in the video, I am going to share something I've been thinking about that came to me on one of my walks when I didn't have headphones, which was the first walk I took in a long time without headphones, and I brought them actually around my neck because I was, I don't know, like afraid I would not like the silence or whatever, and I actually didn't put them on once. I didn't care at all. I never used them, and I had so many good thoughts on that walk. So I just wanted to say that I had been thinking a lot about this book I once read called The Holographic Universe. Many years ago now, actually, I read that, and at the time I was reading it, the concepts were not fully landing. Like, I wanted so badly to understand or integrate the concepts, but I just couldn't. And I really want to read this book again many years later. I'm interested in finding it again at my parents' house, because I am just seeing a lot of what it's talking about. And randomly I'll start thinking about subjects that it was talking about. It was talking so much about how we can see all the parts of the universe, whether that be nature or our experiences, our patterns, our biology, art, whatever as we know it, is represented in every piece of the universe and in every whole. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. Let me try again. You can hear the wind even outside now, and my eyes are like watery just from wind. But I'm gonna go back out now because I have a trash bag, or an extra bag to collect trash, and I won't be carrying it around. Ooh! I wanted to get that guy on film. There's a guy winging out in front of me, and he just did a really nice high jump. And I kept on filming him for a while. I don't know who it is actually. Oh, he did it again. And I wasn't able to get it on film, but he just landed 2 beautiful jumps right in front of me. So if you're wing foiling in Maranicho on January 2nd, bravo. I'm very impressed. Yeah, I'm gonna go back out and brave the wind with my dust shades and see what's possible trash-wise, and I just want to get some more sun and fresh air. Also, the coffee shop forgot to give me decaf, so I have a lot of energy to burn. Yay! Okay, I think a better way of describing what I was trying to say is that we can see the whole in the part, and we can see the part in the whole. So every time we see a piece of the universe expressing itself in a small version or a small thing, it is also representing part of the whole. And same as if we can somehow, which seems harder, see something, step back and see it as a whole, we can always see the part within, and patterns just keep repeating themselves. Look at the state of my hair. Sorry. Whew. Okay, wow. There's nothing I can do about this right now. But the gusts, it's consistently at 30 knots right now. That's what the forecast says, but I think there have been gusts even stronger. sometimes it was hard to hold the bag of trash against me. I know that sounds dramatic, but it's true. So many windsurfers out now. I'm just gonna head back, take out the trash, and I have some private clients to teach now. But that was a really nice mid-afternoon jaunt. Felt good. So really there's no end point to that story or memory, but if you're like me and you have some time to think about things or you're trying to solve a problem, I'm just having fun trying to find patterns and think about things differently than I used to. And with that, I'll leave you and hopefully see you sooner rather than later.